Okay, so let's take a look at what's selling for Monster High. $5,100 for this Monster High Picture Day Draculara. $37.50 for $250 lot. That's over $100 a doll. $34.80 for this lot in the package. Look at that. Those are some of the high end that have recently sold. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them for $1,500. This one Monster High pair is $1,500. This one is a limited edition, $1,425. So the lots and the limited edition sell quite a bit. That one sold for close to $999. $944 for this lot. $900 for this lot. So I'm going to go to the low end and take a look. That's $1.99. That's $49.99 in the package. Almost $20 for just one of these dolls. $39.99 in the package. Some of these without clothes, they're selling for $1. That's because they put it on an auction, which they shouldn't have, but the parts sell. So the ones that are kind of beat up or they have no clothes, they're selling for under $10. But let's go to the medium. The ones that have all of the accessories, or at least all the clothes, are selling between $10 and $25 on the low end. Or the accessories. Again, so you have quite a range on these Monster High from maybe $10 to $15 if they're in good shape to over $100 a piece. And that's the old dolls. And people collect that because they're not being made anymore and they want the full collection. So let's take a look at what the new ones are selling for. Okay, I'm looking at the dolls at Walmart. And they have Monster High again, and they're on sale for $19. This is brand new. Now, you can get a brand new doll for $19, but the used ones can vary in price and be more than that because simply they don't make them anymore. So, look at that. So if I bought these and I hung on to them for like 5 years, they'd probably be worth some money. But I'm not going to do that. But it is interesting to compare prices. Okay, let's take a look at some of the Rainbow High dolls. Now, Rainbow High dolls are made by MGA Entertainment as opposed to Mattel, who makes the Monster High dolls. So the Rainbow High can go just as high as some of the Monster High dolls. Here's a lot for $2,500. Just this one, over $1,000. Well, that's something different. Alien High Rainbow doll. over $1,000, $995 for 35, 78, $561, 200 dolls, $400, Rainbow High, and Shadow High, and LOLs and OMGs. So this is a very mixed lot. Here's 3 that is $365, but it looks like it's a lot of 30. And these are auctions. Here's 4 of them that sold for $400, so that's $100 a piece. This one is a one-of-a-kind, $278. Here's a lot of 12, $274. So maybe about $20 a piece. Now these are very nice. They're all in the package. There's a bundle of 5. So $227. So they're about $40 a piece. $6 for $250 for the lot. This one's incredibly rare. Sold for $225. Slumber Party Brianna. Here's another one, $229. Lily Monster Rainbow High, one of a kind, $250. 10 pounds of Rainbow High, $221. This special edition, $202. This is a 6-pack brand new, $209. Let's take a look at some of the low-end sales so we can do some comparisons. Now the dolls are missing clothes, so they didn't bid very high, and that's the problem with auctions. You're probably better off picking a good price and allowing a best offer. That's pretty low. You know, this one looks like she's missing a few things again. You're chancing it with auctions. Some of the accessories. This one's missing clothes, so it's $3. $2.50 is pretty low for that. That one doesn't have a body, they just have the head. So they're selling the accessories and the hands, or they're missing clothes. So that's the low end. Let's kind of go and see what the medium. So this one's kind of clothed, $8, $6.99, $9.99. That one looks pretty in shape. $8.99, $5.50. There's one that's in the package. $9.97, but crossed off, so it's sold for a little bit less. So let's take a look now of what the new ones sell for. Again, looking at some of these prices, they're pretty good. But these are brand new, and people want to collect what they're not making anymore for the Rainbow High. That's $25. That's 19. These are 17, and these $14.98. These are that one's on sale for 11. All right, let's talk about Barbie dolls. First of all, most of us know that Mattel makes Barbie dolls. That's the creator. So let's go to our highest priced Barbie dolls. This is a doll that sold for over $12,500, or pretty close to it because it's crossed off. So we don't know how much, but it's probably very close to this, and it was a 2000 edition Celebration Barbie, never opened. This one, a rare Millennium Princess Barbie 2000 from the year 2000, close to $11,000. Wow, amazing. So look at some of these really high end. Obviously, the 1959 original is something that's worth quite a bit. But this one's amazing. This Millennium Princess fashion doll seems to be selling for several $1,000s. In the original box, this is over $600. Here again is that Millennium Princess, $5,000. $5,000. This is a misprint, green eyes, $49.50. Some of the originals, Barbie Silver or Silkstone Silver Phoenix doll, Madrid Convention 2022. Some of these older ones. This is a lot of 105 Barbie dolls for over $3,000. But this is just amazing. Now this is the Lily doll, which allegedly the Barbie doll was based on, and there was allegedly, from my minimal research, some sort of a lawsuit because the Barbie doll was too close to this, but then the company ended up purchasing the rights to this doll, and that was the end of that. That is per minimal research. So look at some of these prices. I want to go back to that for a second. Interesting. Didn't even know that that was around to be sold. So you could see that. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this 2005 Violet Silkstone Barbie doll for over $2,000. Just amazing. Very good condition. Let's take. Okay, here's another original. Barbie as the monsters, over $2,000. So if you could find the right kind of Barbie, it's worth a lot. And there's are still plenty of Barbie collectors that want to get as many in their collection as they can. That one's very nice, from 1960s. So let's take a look at the low end of the Barbie. Again, because they put this as an auction, they didn't get a lot of money, and if it sells, you have to honor that. So again, these are bids. Somebody thought they were going to get much higher, and they did not. There's some parts. This is some sort of miniature Barbie. Again, that was auction. Anytime you do an auction, you take your chances that you may not get what you wanted. This is interesting. Boy, I bet they thought they'd get a lot more on that one, but they didn't. So you take your chances when you do auctions that you may not get what it should be. But these are some of the lower end, and some of them have the clothes, some of them don't. That's cute. This one too almost looks very vintage. Now they have some I don't know what these are. These mini dolls, some extras thrown in. Let's go to the middle range. So now you're getting up in price a little bit because they're not doing as many auctions. This was $9, $9 in the package, $3.50. Again, and then the Ken. A lot of these are $5. They don't have the clothes. Again, this was a bid, so they're probably not getting as much as they should. These are all auctions. So you might as well just try and get the price you think and allow for a best offer to get close to that. Let's go a little further down. There's a lot. There you go, $10.50. So that again was an auction. A lot of auctions. This is cute. It's a keychain set. Okay, this is probably more in line for something that's brand new and good condition. And in the box, $10.50 from 1997. Depends on how rare it is and how desirable it is. But again, if you're going to do auctions, you take your chances on what you're going to get. That's cool. So there's a lot of different variety with these outfits for these Barbies. And the high end could be in the thousands of dollars. The low end could be a Barbie that doesn't have clothes and it's selling, for under $5, or in this case, it's been put up for auction, and it's in very good condition. Probably should have got a little bit more money, but in this case, it was $4.99. So some of these can be $10 and under, all the way up to the thousands of dollars. And the Ken dolls also sell as well. But there seems to be a lot of auctioning, so the prices are $10 and under, unless it's a highly desirable Barbie, which can go into the thousands. And so people like to collect these to have a good variety in their collection. So let's take a look now at what the new Barbies cost. Now again, let's compare some prices. Some of these Barbies are $8.50, $24 for the Ken. Come on over here, $5. Some of these are $10.97. And again, these are brand new. Some of the older ones are worth a lot more because they don't make them anymore. But it is nice to kind of compare prices of the new stuff versus the old stuff. And again, in 10 years, these will be worth something. Now let's take a look at the LOL dolls. And those are made by MGA Entertainment. So let's take a look. So here's a lot of $55. It's sold for $550. So about $10 a piece. Here's another large lot, but it has a mixture. Now there are some smaller dolls and the larger dolls. This looks like a lot of the very smaller dolls for $450. So let's kind of scroll through and see. So you can see this one's got the bigger dolls. And the little ones, $220. Okay. Sometimes they mix things in. Okay. Now here is an expensive one. $183 for this LOL Surprise Crystal Star 2019 Collector Edition. So there are some rare LOL dolls that sell for a good amount of money. But for the most part, it's a bunch of lots. And there are lots of the smaller ones or the larger ones, or it's mixed in. And it seems like these smaller ones are selling quite a bit in the lots. Here is a Crystal Star 2019 for $99. So this one seems to be the winner if you can find that. Here's a bundle, $24 for $123. Here's another OMG, $26, $110. So they're not as profitable, so to say, but perhaps eventually they may be. You know, they still are making these. So let's look at the low end. And you can see, here's the problem when you do auctions. This person bid a penny, and now you have to honor it and send that. So here's one that sold for $5. $5 for a little one. Again, these little ones, these LOLs seem to be selling. Here's a larger one. Again, $1 because they did auction. And that could be a problem. You're better off just trying to put a price and do best offer. Yeah, the dog. So here's a larger one, close to $6.25. So these dolls can range from a dollar to over $100 right now, and it seems to be the case that the smaller ones in lots seem to sell. And the larger ones, maybe $5 to $10, unless it's that rare one that we were looking at. But if you're going to do auction, you take your chance on only getting what somebody offers. When maybe you should have got a little bit more. Okay, so let's take a look at what the new ones sell for. Okay, let's take a look at our last doll, the Bratz dolls. MGA Entertainment makes these Bratz dolls. So these are good sellers and worth a lot. Right off the bat, we can see a singular one selling for over $7,000 in the package. Here's one just by itself, over $1,000, over $900, over $1,000 one in the package. This one's $850. $810, doesn't look like it has its clothes. $680. So these are some winners if you get the right ones. They are very desirable. Look at this, 10 bids, $530. You know that's a desirable doll because that auction brought in that much. Or just selling it. Now this 52 dolls, I think this person should have got a lot more, but they sold that pretty quick. One bid, $500. You know that's a very desirable doll when you have a one bid for $500. Whether they're in the package or not. Let's take a look at the low end for these Bratz dolls. So these are missing parts. They still sell. Again, this was an auction, so you're going to get what you're going to get. Again, they probably should have just asked for $10, our best offer on this one. So a lot of the naked ones that are missing parts are still selling. And here's $8.99, and that's auction. So you take your chances with an auction, but it's still selling. Let's take a look in the middle. You know, $10 just for one. $9.99, no clothes. $10. So these are good dolls to find and sell for sure. These Bratz dolls, $10. You know, if you pay a tinier price and then sell it, and be careful when you choose to auction or sell for a fixed price. But these seem to be pretty desirable. They seem to bring in a good amount of money. If you get the right one or they're still in the package, you're probably going to have a very good sale. Now here's one in the, looks like that's still in the package, and it only went for $14.99. So you kind of got to know which one's good. But these seem to be selling pretty well, and you know, whether they're missing parts naked or in the package. And there are some very high-end Bratz dolls if it's the right one. So let's take a look at what some of the new ones are selling for. And then the Bratz, they have some of them. They're $23, $24.97, but again, people want to collect what's not being made. So if you were to buy some of these and hang on to them, they would be worth quite a bit in about 5 or so years.